What's up, Bridal Babes? I hope you're ready for another exciting episode of your favorite local wedding show, Bridal Buzz. I'm your host, Kat, and today is part 3 of a 3-part series all about bridal showers. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about activities, games, experiences that you can provide at your bridal shower that you can put on. It's going to be a good time, so let's get into it. And Bridal Babes, before we get started, I highly recommend going to listen to part 1, which is all about themes, and part 2, which is all about venues here in San Antonio. That's really gonna help you get in the right mindset for today's episode, which is all about the good stuff, the stuff that happens at the party. First on our list, we have signature cocktail making. This is for the couple that loves mixed drinks, that loves having a good time. So the idea here is to have your guests build a signature cocktail inspired by you and your boo. They'll pick out the ingredients, they'll name it, and then they have to explain why they picked those ingredients and why they named it that name. At the end, depending on the kind of party, you can have everybody sample each drink and vote on their favorite. For this one, you could give the winner the opportunity to have the signature cocktail featured at the wedding. You could give them alcohol. You could give them a funny sign with the name they built for the signature cocktail. Lots of fun things you can do here, but I love this idea, especially if you love to drink. Next on the list of activities is something a little bit more traditional that you'd see at a bridal shower. Couples trivia or bride trivia. So these are gonna be questions about the couple or questions about the bride. I've seen legitimate trivia setups where they have like a point system and different segments of questions you can ask. Questions like, what's their favorite kind of music? Where did they meet? What's their favorite kind of meal? Do they have any pets? The world's your oyster here. You can go from as easy as you want to as difficult as you want. Like, what are they gonna name their first child? But this is a super fun way, especially for maybe women from the other side of the family, to get to know you on a deeper level before they get to the wedding. Next activity, and I love this one, PowerPoint night. This is definitely for the trendier couple, the trendier bride. You're probably Gen Z, and you know what? This is the one for you. Just in case I don't want to get this wrong, I'm going to read it directly off my notes. PowerPoint nights are when friends get together and make slideshows about hot takes, rankings, and other opinions, and then they present these PowerPoints to each other. You've probably seen these kind of videos on TikTok, but you could do a lot of really fun stuff in this PowerPoint night. You could have people present who they think is most likely to do something at the wedding, try and convince the bride to do super tacky things at her wedding and explain why you think she should do those things. You could pick out the members of the bridal party and say what their character would be in a certain movie or in a certain genre, what kind of Disney princess they would be. You name it, the world's your oyster with PowerPoint nights. There's a lot of fun things you could do with this idea, and I want to see you do this idea. So if you have this activity at your bridal shower, please let me know. First of all, I want to be there. Second of all, I want to see the pictures. So submit them our way and let us share about it. Getting back to our list, next up we have Where Are We? This is a fun game where you could hang up pictures from your travels and have your guests guess where those pictures are. Whoever wins gets a small prize, and we will actually go over a list of prize ideas that we think could be fun for your bridal shower at the end of this. So stay tuned for that list of prizes at the end. This next idea is a really fun way to not only get people involved with you and your life, but to have other people meet each other and understand things about the other women in the room. So this is called Whose Memory Is It? And the idea behind this is to have each of your guests write down a fun memory that they've had with you and to put it in a bowl. The bride will draw a memory anonymously from that bowl, read it out loud, and the guests will have to guess which guest wrote down that memory. So this is a super fun way to introduce your other guests to things that you've done with your friends, and friends to things that you've done with your family. Funny inside jokes you might have together. This is an amazing way to just get everybody to bond on a deeper level. This next one is not for the faint of heart. It is definitely for the couple or the bride who likes humor involved in everything they do. And this is gonna be a roast session. This is not gonna be like the roast sessions you see on MTV or something. This is gonna be more like charades, more like how would Kat handle this situation? So you come up with something like, cat has a flat tire on the side of the road, and you have your guests act out how you would respond to that situation. I think it's super funny, especially to see how your guests interpret your mannerisms, your personality, and see what they share about you to the rest of the room. And again, that is not going to be for everybody. I'm imagining a super theatrical family doing this. Maybe if you already love to play charades at family gatherings, it's the perfect one for you. So keep that in mind. Couples Roast Charades Edition. Next on the list is wine tasting. So this definitely is dependent on where your bridal shower is or what your bridal shower theme is. So I mean, I guess you could have it anywhere and have a wine tasting. You could have a wine tasting in your living room, or you could have a wine tasting on the vineyards in Fredericksburg, here in the beautiful Texas Hill Country. This is more of an experience that you're providing than like a game. So it's what sets the mood. It's what keeps people engaged and occupied during your bridal shower. If you have people who like wine, if you have people who want to learn more about wine, this would probably be perfect for you. You could print out notes on certain bottles, or you could even bring in a sommelier, or if you're at a winery, you could have somebody do the tasting for you. Just a super fun way to get everybody involved in something new, something that they might be able to share together moving forward from that day. Now, if you're more into food than you are wine, this next activity might be the one for you. Recipe roulette. I love this idea because not only are you learning something about your guests, you're able to take it back home with you and potentially make these meals, these desserts, this food after the event happens. So the idea behind this is to give guests a recipe card when they walk in, have them fill it out, and then by the end of the bridal shower, you'll pick your favorite, you'll announce the winner, and they'll get something cooking related in return. And again, just imagine the cute little recipe book that you can put together from the women that provide those recipes on that day. You might find out there's something from your booze side of the family that you never knew about, and you're going to be able to take that into your family moving forward, and I just think that is an awesome idea. And this next idea is another one that is built for the bride that wants everyone in the room to get to know each other a little bit better, not just the bride. This one is called Find the Guest. So this is an amazing game to get people talking, to get them mingling with each other, and to have a lively room of people interacting with each other. When your guests walk into the bridal shower, you're going to want to hand them a checklist with a little bit of detail about each of the guests in the room. It doesn't have to be super specific. It can be a little bit more generic to make it easier for people, but it just depends on the way you want to approach it. The goal of the game is to walk around the room and find the right person that matches the description provided on the checklist. It's a great way to get people just asking questions and getting to know each other right off the bat, and no pressure behind it either. Just a fun, interactive game. And then last up on today's list of super fun activities you can have at your bridal shower is Name That Song. So this is especially great for the bride or the groom that loves music, that loves that side of art. You can put together a list of the songs you're going to play at the wedding and have people guess where they're going to be going in the wedding, guess the name of the song, or you could pick out really important songs that you've had in your relationship, your favorite songs in general, and have people guess them. Super fun to share maybe the music you love with other people. Have those women in your life get to know you on a deeper level and get to know what you're into. And of course, just like any of these other activities, whoever wins, we want to give them a prize. So let's go over a list of what those prizes can be. And I'm not going to go into much detail on this. I'm really just going to list out some prizes that you can offer people. We can do gift cards, we can do candy, we can do coffee mugs, coffee grounds, tea bags, little shot bottles of your favorite flavored vodka, candles, succulents, wine, gift baskets. Maybe if you have less games, less people, and you can provide something bigger for the people who win. A trendy water bottle. Maybe you give them something with your monogram on it. Cute, inexpensive jewelry. Think earrings, necklaces, Target, Francesca's. Doesn't have to be anything like extravagant, but if it's cute and sentimental, people will appreciate it. And then if you're looking for some other fun things that you can provide at your bridal shower that are not so interactive heavy, you can have a custom jewelry making station. You could have lawn games, think cornhole, giant Jenga, cookie decorating. You could have a selfie photo booth station. Or you could have Polaroid cameras lying around for your guests to take super fun pictures of the whole experience so that you can remember it walking away. And of course, there are so many other amazing things that you can do at your bridal shower. This is just the beginning, just here to get you inspired and get those ideas going. So that's it for today. If there's another activity that you feel like we should have mentioned today, drop it in the comments below. We want to share our thoughts. We want to interact with you. And don't forget, the buzz doesn't have to stop here. We are everywhere online. Find us on TikTok, Pinterest, Twitter, you name it. We are everywhere. DM us if you have any questions. We love to chat about it, and we'll see you next time.